Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. I can't believe it's already Thursday. It's almost the weekend. So I hope you have some fantastic plans for the day, in getting your book finished or getting your book started. Because today I'm going to share with you some awesome tips. Some tips that will help you. So grab that pen and that paper because this is the perfect time to get that pen and paper so you can get ready to jot down some of these things that I'm going to share with you today. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, and I mostly deal with women. Women who are not realizing their value and how much they're worth because they're not maximizing their potential. And they may be struggling as a result of that, struggling financially, okay, as a result of not maximizing their potential. And I always tell you, financial struggle is an end result. It's not the root cause. But maximizing your potential, that's the thing that I target on this show. So you could live your best life, okay? I want you to live your best life. I want you to use everything that you have inside of you to the max, okay? And I want you to realize that you have value, that you have worth, okay? So that's what I do through my services as an inspirational book coach. I make it easy for women to generate a monthly revenue from their books and knowing exactly what to include in their book. So they save themselves time, they save money, and it keeps them from making costly mistakes. Okay? It keeps you from making a costly mistakes when you have the right blueprint in front of you. Now, the theme for this month has been productivity. Productivity. And today I'm going to touch on the topic of common mistakes to avoid as an author. The common mistakes that you should avoid as an author. Now, we're going to explore several different areas that every author should pay particular attention to in order to not make those costly mistakes. I want to tell you, y'all, your time is valuable. Your time is very valuable, just like your money. And by making sure that you are aware of these areas, it can help you get a great deal out of your book writing journey. Good morning, Janelle. How you doing today? You know, it could help you because writing a book is a journey. It just doesn't stop, with writing one book. Well, you say, well, I'm just going to write this one book and be done. Writing is a journey, y'all. And the first thing that I want to address is accountability. Accountability. Who is keeping you on track of making sure that you stick to your daily plan? Do you have an accountability partner? Now, as you know, every author must have a plan of reaching their goals. Because without a plan, it'll be chaos. Because you'll be pulling this into your day and pulling that into your day. You have to have a plan. And you have to stick to that plan. Writing your book, I'm going to tell you, should be something that you look forward to. But when you don't have certain things in line and in order, like I say, it could be chaos. It could really be chaos. And writing something, I'm going to tell you, write something of value each and every day. That's another thing. Good morning, Mia. How you doing today? Always write something of value. That's so important. People will tell you, oh, just write something. But no, you have to write. If you listen to the previous broadcast yesterday, I talked about this. Write something of value because you have an ideal audience that you're trying to connect with. So you're not going to sit there and just have a piece of paper and a pen and write gibberish. You're not going to do that. So that's why you need a plan. That's why you need somebody to hold you accountable. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. What is important? What is important is finishing the book, which you propose, okay, on time, and writing something of quality, okay? Write something of quality. Not, this junk, but write something of quality. Because when you train yourself to write something of quality, the more proficient you will become, where you're holding yourself to a higher standard, to a higher level. It does something for your subconscious mind. Not just, as opposed to just writing something, random things, and just throwing something together. That doesn't make any sense. Train yourself to write something that will produce value, something that has quality. And you'll see it'll make a big difference in your life. Now, as a self-published author, you should hold yourself accountable. And if that's something that, doesn't work for you, well, you find somebody else who could keep you on track. Somebody who could serve as your accountability partner. Because that's very, very important, y'all, that you have somebody there if you can't do it yourself. And even if you can do it yourself, it's always good to have an accountability partner. I have an accountability partner. I'm not telling you anything that I don't do. Because it's very, very important. Now, an accountability partner is someone who will push you to be the best version of yourself. It'll be somebody who is firm, somebody who's direct, somebody that will hold you to what you say, okay? Keep you on track. During those times when you want to make excuses, okay? You want to make excuses. Y'all, we could all make excuses, okay? We could always fall into that making excuses. But when you have an accountability partner and the right accountability partner, that's somebody who's at a place where you intend to go, but you're not there yet, okay? This is also a like-minded individual. It just can't be anybody. It can't be anybody. It can't be even people that, good morning, Regina, how you doing this morning? It can't even be a person that you're familiar with, because sometimes people stick to people who they're familiar with, even though they know it might not be in their best interest, but because they're familiar with that individual, they'll stick with that individual. Okay? Because, they know in the back of their mind that that person's a hater. They'll know in the back of their mind that, oh, that person's so straightforward. Maybe this is what I need. But let me tell you this, okay? A straightforward person can harm you more than help you if it's not that right person. If it's not that right person that you should be in partnership with. Because I'm going to tell you, words have power. Words have power either to propel you or to paralyze you. Okay? You have to be careful. But you need an accountability partner. Here's another thing. When you have that right accountability partner, motivation is a great key. Okay? Motivation is a great key. And Regina says, I'm being more successful because I got an accountability partner. And that's so important, Regina, to have an accountability partner. It's very, very important because you will be more successful. Because another thing, that accountability partner can see for you areas where you don't see. It's always good to have those extra eyes on what you're doing. Not somebody that's going to criticize you, but somebody that's going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. What's the proper way of doing things as opposed to what you're doing. Somebody who's going to push you to be the best version of yourself, and a good accountability partner. And like I said, use motivation, you know, with that accountability partner, by, getting something of value when you reach a goal. Whatever that may look like for you, something of value. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's something that you always wanted. And you set that goal that if I reach this particular goal, that I'm going to buy this for myself. You know, you know what that is. So don't forget to set those little motivational things there with your accountability partner who's going to hold you to your goals. I'm going to tell you, having accountability to someone helps in being more productive because it drives you into getting things done on time according to the deadline. Here's another one. According to the deadline. Accountability is one simple action step that you should never neglect because it will ensure that you complete what you plan for that day. Okay? For that day. Each and every day. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about next month. Each and every day, set deadlines for yourself. What you're going to do. Don't set all these unrealistic, have all these unrealistic plans, all these unrealistic deadlines, when you know that you can't accomplish them. Set things that are realistic. Realistic. I'm going to tell you, deadlines are essential to the entire equation because it forces you to stop making excuses because of your feelings. We got to get out of our feelings, y'all. It's not about feelings. Because there's many times, we may not feel like doing something. I'll be honest with you. Every time I don't feel like being on these lives. But I'm here. And once I get here, everything's okay. It's about a feeling. Sometimes it's about the mind. It's about the mindset, okay? You got to learn to master your body, the feelings. The feelings. So set deadlines. When you're setting deadlines, that takes away any opportunity to make excuses. Excuses. Let me tell you what excuses are. Excuses is finding something to satisfy one's shortcoming. So you're going to mask your shortcoming with an excuse instead of pushing yourself to the next level. Because you don't feel like pushing yourself to the next level, you'll use an excuse. That's why some people remain on the same playing field. They'll remain in that same place year in, year out. Now, let me tell you this. There are different things that you could use to set deadlines. Different things. Set a release date for your book on social media. You set it out there. Now, all these people are expecting you to produce something. That's a deadline. Here's another one. Create a challenge. That's something that could hold you accountable to. Number one, be true to yourself, y'all. Be true to yourself. Yes, Regina, it's true. It's about mastering your mindset. Yes, it is. Be true to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Here's another one, okay? About setting deadlines. Have a system of rewards for your accomplishments. Or if you don't accomplish it, pay somebody if you fail to reach your deadline. Pay somebody. And don't make it a small amount. Make it so it'll hurt if you don't reach that deadline. Now let's see if that changed your mindset. That's just some thoughts, y'all. That's just some thoughts. There are, these are just some simple ideas that can help boost your momentum and help to keep you on track. Help to keep you on track to be intentional. Now, with all of this comes the real reason why accountability is a must. I'm going to tell you, too many books fail by being poorly written. That's why I tell you, write something of value each and every day. Don't just sit there and write garbage, y'all. Think about your audience. Think about your treasures. You don't have to write junk. You're not a garbage disposal. You're not a garbage disposal. And if you're full of junk, it's time to empty out the rubbish. Don't allow your book to fail because it's poorly written. Don't do that. When you're in a hurry to get your book into the marketplace without thinking about quality, okay? You have to always think about quality. And you fail to set a deadline, and you don't have the help of an accountability partner, this what causes books to fail. This what causes books to fail. What do you think about your success? I want you to think about this. If readers don't like the book you wrote because you wrote it half-heartedly, it is through something together. What do you think about your success? You think it's going to last? Or do you think you're going to be successful? Mm-mm. Waste of time. Waste of time. I want to share this also with you, okay? There is a deeper psychology, hear me good, behind what has a person or people waiting to purchase your book with money in hand. I want you to think about that. Or having your readers so intrigued that they'll keep them turning pages of your book way past their bedtime. There's a deeper psychology to that. I want you to think about that. There's an energy in that. That's why you must do certain things. And you can't take shortcuts. You can't skip over things. Very, very important. So as I'm wrapping up, I hope that what I have shared with you has brought value to you, to help you see that there's common mistakes that you must avoid, as an author, and that you're worth it, y'all. You are worth it. You're full of value. Just don't throw yourself out there any kind of way. Just don't present anything any kind of way. You know some things. And people are waiting on you. They're waiting for what you know. They'll pay you, and they're waiting for your book. The book that you haven't even started writing yet. Let's see what we could do to get you to that place where you begin to believe in yourself. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you want to learn how to draw your ideal audience to your book and find out how to write content that interests your readers, schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me by going to bit.ly/ generate revenue 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/ generate revenue 2021. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day, wherever you may be around this globe, to join me today on Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Don't forget to share this broadcast out with your friends or your organization or whoever it may be, because you never know where somebody is in their book writing journey, or even if they never thought about writing a book. Maybe this is something that will enlighten them to see I have value, I have worth, I have a message to share, I have a story to tell. So until next time, remember, this is your time, this is your season, this is your turning point. Have a great rest of your day.